Number two, true worshipers will worship God in the midst of trials. Malachi 3 verse 3. He will sit as a refiner and as a purifier of silver. He will purify the sons of Levi and purge them as gold and silver. Why? That they may offer to the Lord an offering in righteousness. Why does God purify us? So that we can bring pure worship to Him. Worship that we could not bring to Him in an unpurified soul. You can try all you like to bring God something that He is looking for. But until He personally has gotten involved in your life, in purifying your spirit, getting out all the angst, getting out all the anger, getting out all the hatred, all the unforgiveness, all the bitterness, all the moodiness, getting it all out. How does He do it? Through the fire. He sits as a refiner. A refiner would sit over the crucible, whether round or square, and they would fill it with metal, fill it with the gold. And then they'd have fire underneath it, and he'd push the bellows and stoke the fire, and it'd get hotter and hotter and hotter until the metal melted. I don't know if you ever felt like that. You're in the fire and you melt. You feel like, I don't know if I can go on. Oh, God, I'm collapsing. I've reached the end of my faith. He says, beautiful. That's where we were going all the time. Hotter and hotter. And then up in the trial comes all the slag, all the impurities in the metal start bubbling up when the fire's on. You start coming to God and say, why is this happening to me? But by the end of the day, you're saying, thank you, God. This trial has been the best thing that's ever happened to me. You may even get to the point where you envy other people going through trials. But I doubt it. The refiner would sit there and keep the heat on, wiping off the black impurities off the surface as they bubble up, until finally he can see his own face in the metal. That is the purpose of God taking us through trials, that His image is inside us, that we are carrying the divine nature, and He can see Himself inside of us instead of seeing the impurities that have been hanging around forever. The reason is that we can bring an offering to the Lord. Worship in times of pain is the highest worship there is.